we still have a journey ahead of us.
Yeah.
We took the chance to come to the island, have a good lunch, and now we have at least 3 hours back to Hanoi so that I can go to Saigon. We'll see if we make it.
Honestly, it was all incredible. I had a great time with you and Booty. You know, every time we would go over a mountain pass, you know, the scenery would change, the vegetation would change, like everything would be a little different, and I really appreciated that. You know, I had two people, so there were three of us that knew each other, and then there are three strangers, but the bond that we formed over a period of, you know, 8 to 10 days was incredible. That's what I love about these trips, and I feel like we'll stay in touch, and if why not, right? And that's how your world gets smaller. To share an experience with them is great, and I'll always remember that. I made a lot of friends on that trip, so I'm grateful for that. But I've started to also learn to appreciate moments, and then, you know, then we got Booty over there too, so fucking hell.
Nuang. Okay. What is this?
Hoàng thành Thăng Long.
Kingdom?
Hoàng thành Thăng Long.
Museum?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. You're looking beautiful.
Yes.
Good suit. When you're in Vietnam, you want to make sure that you see this country inside out, and the best way to get around is to throw yourself in the kiosk. That will take you inside out and throw you in the challenges that how to deal with this chaotic city and the traffic here. Adventure, baby. Oh yeah, some of these tracks, you know what, we're taking them, it's like pretty sketchy. They sort of get very close to you and then you're like, oh shit. They're like, rah, rah. But yeah, good so far. I think once we are out of this whole chaos, riding on the down by the seaside would be fun. That's gonna happen tomorrow, but yeah, that definitely will be fun.
Yeah.
Just wanna lay down on the beach for a day.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. Leafy boys to the beach. Leafy boy. Yeah, I want to leafy food.
First meal of this trip. So pork pho, I think. Yeah. So bon appetit. Can't go wrong. The ride so far has been great. Once we got out of Hanoi, once you escape the busyness of it all, you start seeing the mountains. But I feel like this region specializes in wood. I think I've saw a lot of lumber trucks, and I'm following you for the next 3-4 days.
All right.
So we'll see what we get into.
Adventure.
That's for sure. Well, I think we could sneak through.
Okay.
We got daylight to chase anyway, so. By the way, your headlights out.
How are you? Way to go.
So I've got my lyrics.
Wow.
So I've got my lyrics done.
Okay. Okay.
It's like downtown of Hanoi, I met a stripper. She taught me one or two good moves. Now I'm gonna keep her. Hey, all night. Chin chow.
You just came up with that. That's a Booty original. All right.
5 minutes ago.
No fucking copyright issues. It's a fucking original rap happening there. Straight away.
I remember hearing someone mentioning it must be really weird to go on a trip where you don't know anyone. And then who was it that said that?
Hey guys, so you all from different countries?
Yeah,
Pretty much. So do you know each other before this?
us. We 1, 2, 3.
We know each other. I'm a lone wolf, so no.
So am I. It was good. Some sketchy parts, but I loved it.
It's like normally at least like this kind of tour, you know, like normally it's like a group of friends or family kind of like different.
Good. That's not good. That's not the right idea. This is where you make the friendship.
Yeah. Agreed, actually. I made a lot of friendships.
But I remember replying saying, no, that's actually the best way because you meet strangers, you share experiences, you go through challenges together, and you build a bond that is way faster than if you were to see someone every day at work because you share these incredible experiences with each other. Like Constantine, nicest, most soft-spoken guy, right? But it was cool that he opened up more and more and we were able to just laugh every night at dinner, right? And then Adam, he's just like, I don't know, I just wanted to sign up. And he ended up just being hilarious, right? The shit that man says, like, I don't even know where he came up with that, but that was hilarious. Thank you for, you know, making us laugh.
Sorry, guys, I ran out of talent.
Oh wow! Did you take a picture?
This is a cappuccino.
And then there's Thor. And Thor, I appreciate that at his age, he's still exploring and seeing the world. I think that's very admirable.
Was it? Yeah. Very strange. But fun. Would have been nicer if I had more energy. That's alright.
Oh, Vietnam. For me, it was the people. I'm really thankful for this trip. You've won. You've conquered. I love motorcycling. It's not for the faint-hearted. If you aren't confident in your skills, I guess I should show some gratitude, attitude for that. I liked it. It was a mixed bag. The people I met on this solo random trip that I took were fantastic. Sound, funny, knowledgeable riders, great experience, lots of laughs, lots of adventure. You really can't ask for much more out of the group that I was privileged to be with. But I've done some driving abroad before, but it was great. But man, best trip ever. But all things considered, I'm glad we were all there and we were all whole as a group still. Honestly, my favorite moment would be the Booty Baby dinner, man. Like, it was great. I hadn't laughed that hard in a long time while sober, and it was needed. That's exactly what I needed. Fucking love you guys. I mean that with all my heart. I wish you health and wealth, and I hope we all get to ride again in the future.
Bing bong, motherfuckers.
Good morning from the heart of Vietnam. We are headed to Yang Bok today. We spent this beautiful night amid the impressive traditional village.
We were hosted by a local family, and it has been a phenomenal night.
I know that you earned the floor yesterday. Karaoke night kind of like went viral now. Everybody's talking about you. What your thoughts are? How did you plan it out? Was it always in your head that you're gonna go to Vietnam and wreck the floor, or what?
You know, it was kind of a game time decision. When I heard the women singing, I heard their calling, and I knew, it was up to me out of the group to represent for motorcycle expeditions and represent for United States of America. So, jumped up there and got on the mic and left it all on the floor.
That was Rob. Rob got the floor yesterday. Karaoke was big hit. And you, sir, I heard you that, or I saw you actually, you were, I don't know, I've got actually video evidence. He was chit-chatting with this lady, something. What was going on there?
I'm bored.
Which lady?
The karaoke lady.
Oh, well, she was just very friendly. She just wanted to give me
More drinks?
more happy water.
Party water, sorry.
Party water.
Party water.
So, I'm a professional.
I'm just surprised that you didn't get on the karaoke floor.
I didn't have quite enough.
We'll make sure that we'll have more of happy waters tonight so that we can get David on the karaoke floor.
Watch out, internet.
Dặm muôn ngàn sắc pháo làm tim khối di máu đào. Khối di máu đào. Yeah! 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 Tuyệt vời. Đó là chú. Rất là thứ gì đấy nhỉ?
Motorcycles. When do we want it? Now.
Yeah.
$1 million.
$1 million dong? It's the name of your sex tape.
$1 million is hello. I've done the video. Maybe that's for fun.
Hey, that's how I greet my friends too, so I understand. How much did I enjoy the trip? Hard to describe. Didn't have a lot of expectations other than I knew that you were going to put on a good show because we went to the Himalayas, once in a lifetime experience there. But honestly, even though it's different, it's hard to make a one-to-one comparison between the Himalayas trip and Vietnam because they're so different. But there was similarities in like awe. There were moments, could feel the same feeling. We were riding through those Himalayan passes and the sense of scale, the topography, and just feeling tiny. Not having some amazing experience, but something to the effect of knowing your place in the world, you're just so small and insignificant, but also being sheer awe and respect of the place that you're in and the place that you're riding through, because you're really you're part of it, right? You're riding through it. You're not watching it, you're experiencing it, and you become a part of it, right? So I don't want to get too wax poetic and philosophical, but it is monumental. And you go through some of these places. I going through it, I can't imagine my life not having experienced it now, right? This is really what life has to offer. You get the fuck out of your town, have an adventure. Does maybe need to be motorcycles, but for me and for people like me, there's no other option. When I travel, it has to be on a bike because there's nothing qualifies as much. Nothing compares.
No regrets at all. I'll remember it forever. There's moments in like tour, like imprinted, like experience. People talk about experience memories. You can only get that, like, kind of seeing, you know, your limits, or, you know, being there, the smells, the feelings, like riding through a pocket of really cold air when you've been riding at the bottom of a valley for a long time, and you start climbing and then you hit this pocket of like chill air and you're like, wow, this is so nice. And there's this huge vista and you're rounding a fucking corner and there's like a truck coming the other way. It's just fucking like bang up a gear, and yeah, it's, I love it. I love it. So cheers. Just a quick.
Sorry, guys.
Fell asleep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. So good. Hour and a half. I was there for 2 last night.
So relaxed. Leafy boys for life.
I've worked with June for a long time now, you know, and so we would bump into each other at events, and he would support different projects of mine and different trips, and you know, we've always talked about wanting to do a trip, and so it just was pretty funny. I think it was meant to be, because he signed up and then all of a sudden he goes, wait a minute, I've done a trip with Booty before. This is Motorcycle Expeditions? Oh, okay, perfect. So the fact that, you know, they already knew each other was great. But June, yeah, has been always a good friend from the motorcycle community. And then Rob, he's been my good friend for 20 years now. We were college roommates. Our friendship continues by way of also motorcycle trips, and that's when we really get, you know, quality time to catch up. He's moved, he lives in Oregon now, and so I don't see him as regularly, which that's just what life is. But these trips have become like a bonding experience between me and him, and so that's why he's so excited about Nepal too, and Vietnam. You know, we share similar experiences because we've seen a lot of these places together, and you know, Vietnam, the both of us were just came to agree that, yeah, this is the coolest place yet, and I'm excited for more.
First time when I came, it was in Ho Chi Minh, down there. Okay. And that was just backpacking very long time ago.
You know, motorcycle expeditions have seen over the years as they take people on these tours and have developed, you know, relationships with. So, you know, I don't want to go in there. I mean, it'd be fine if I just went there without knowing anything, but it's better when you have people that do know, you know, what to expect, and have developed and formed these relationships with people along the way. So Vietnam was just kind of like the beginning, and it was really cool because, you know, I had talked to Booty for a while about, you know, this idea of bringing water filters, and he didn't really understand until he saw it. And then you saw it when he realized how simple this device was, but how effective it could be. He's like, oh, now this makes sense. This isn't just for fun. This is a service trip. Like, yes, you will ride through incredible places, but the intention is to help others, right? And so you set that expectation so you don't get people being like, why are we stopping, or why are we doing this, or whatever. It's like, nah, man, we set the expectations. You're gonna have your fun, you're gonna have those experiences, but you're also going to help people. What is the universal human language, right? Can we communicate beyond language? That, I think, will make it a little bit more different, where hopefully that brings out people with maybe, you know, medical skills or our experience with maybe building or whatever, you know, engineers or who knows. But I want to open this up to people and show people like, hey, what can we do? How do you start with an idea and turn it into something that impacts many people?
So we pulled over because we saw this family, the Long family, that apparently they're making hemp.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But they're up in the mountains. So we brought some water filters, which will allow them to have clean, healthy drinking water. There's a water source is floating alongside the road too. So just making it easier for them to have access to clean water without having to take it on their own, on the scooters or whatnot. So it's a really simple device where water filter that on paper they say it can provide up to 100 people with clean water for up to 5 years, which is really cool. And such a simple device can have a large impact on more than one person too. So and then two, he already knows how to set it up. So
They taught my setup up quite so it can so we can set up them.
Yep. So
there's a need for water everywhere in the world. And, you know, like what, 2 billion people don't have access to that water? We all deserve, at the very least, clean water, and that's why I'm such an advocate for that, because it makes sense. It's our most universal need. We can't live without water, and that's unreal. You know, like, yes, they could get it, but we could make it easier. Waves for Water is the nonprofit, and you know, they do clean water initiatives all around the world, and they figure out where the needs are around the world, and they find the people to volunteer. Start with something as simple as the water filters that you saw, and then they will also help with providing clean water systems for villages if they see a need, or, you know, it just depends on the circumstance. But I love just everything about how easy it is for people to get involved. My hope is to be able to really make an impact while pursuing my passion in leveraging the community that I've built to build these partnerships to be stronger, so that we can also bring people to help others in different parts of the world. You know, Vietnam was really cool to see, because some of these villages, like how are they getting their water? You know, like, yes, they ride scooters and they have to go all the way into into town to get like a plastic jar of water, but they have running water all around them, right? And so I love this whole idea of water filters and giving back to people, because I am visiting all of these countries and enjoying myself. So if I can leave knowing that I made the place better for someone, then that makes me feel like I have some purpose. I want to show people that how can I help support and also ride motorcycles, and then also share with people the experience of the country, right? The people and the food, the scenery, the culture, all of that. I think that there's a lot of value in that.
Okay, so the dragon has to go now.
The fact that it ties in passion, I think it just makes sense. And so how do we make this more effective? And that's the challenge right now, but I think that there's a solution out there, and it's just And you got to start taking these small steps before you can start running too. And so I want to build the momentum. I want the snowball to continue to grow. At the same time, I'm also excited to take a break and have the right conversations with people and like figure out all my pieces before I execute the next one. I have Nepal in my mind now for, you know, the next area to travel to help in any way. And it doesn't necessarily have to be clean water or only clean water. Clean water opens up opportunities for other ways to help people. So I'd love to bring like the founder of Waves for Water and then see if he has specific people already, you know, working with him that could bring help. I think that would be great. I know Rob is already, he's like, all right, when is it? November? All right, let me know when you know exactly the dates. So Rob is already in, and I'm sure June will probably try his best to join too. And sure, I selfishly want to go travel to different parts of the world, but ultimately it's to help other people. But yeah, I don't think I have like a specific moment. I think that all of it was just really, really incredible. I truly mean that. It was just a beautiful country. That ride back to catch my flight, that was wild. Craziest ride of the entire trip, just non-stop. And then like, you know, the booty's light not working. And that was wild. That was crazy. I can't believe I made that flight.
We were the rush hour.
Yeah.
Okay, gentlemen, an absolute pleasure. Much love and such good adventures. Hey, Leafy Boys to Speedy Boys.
Speedy Boys.
Jason Bourne Chang is out.
If I could handle everything today, I think I could handle a lot of future motorcycle expeditions.
I know you guys are gonna miss my terrible jokes.
Behave yourself tonight.
I will do my best.